educated in what you really want to do with it. Just because I have a GANs of zinc oxide and then I have the amino acid of zinc oxide does not mean I can use both of them at the same time or one of them in one place or the other. You got to understand the GANs of the amino acid is a very powerful tool. It's literally is the GANs you have at the bottom we tell you not to use. Some people use the GANs for feeding and say I don't eat anything but I just take a touch of the amino acid of the GANs. This is exactly what we said it should not be done. You got to understand what you are using for and the purpose of the use. Is it for energy transfer? Is it for elevation of a certain condition? If you know a disease which is based on whatever, and then you can produce the GANs of its amino acid and then use the water of it, liquid water of it, it has a huge potential advantage. The problem is Keshe Foundation supporters have not understood the power of this material sitting on the top. A GANs, a liquid GANs amino acid or the amino acid of any material on top is more powerful than the GANs you made at the bottom. But you have always ignored it. Because you have to understand that amino acid has a connection with the a structure which is sitting underneath. If you make amino acid with sodium or with magnesium salt, it's totally different. But if you have a problem with a certain disease in a certain point, which magnesium salt is backbone of its operation, it's the best thing you can use it for. But so you have to use and look for it. If you have a cartilage damage in a very extensive way, if you make a CO2 and if you make a zinc oxide using magnesium salt, that amino acid can increase the production of the cartilage in a very rapid way, because carries the information transfer. You got to understand the purpose of the cartilage. Why do we have a cartilage? How cartilage come to be in operation in the body of the man? Not just do it because he says so. These are the knowledges which we have gained over years, and then you just come in and you think and run and we do it. And then it says, oh, this happened or that happened. Why do we use the amino acid of magnesium salt with the zinc and a copper produce GANs in that condition? If you look, bone is a matter state GANs condition, solidified with a higher intensity towards hydrogen. If you understand what that means. On the other hand, you have the flesh, which is the red meat, which is your muscle tissue, which has the inclination to the matter state with amino acid of the same thing with higher intensity inclination towards tritium. So now you understand that at the same time cartilage has no position not to be in a matter state and not to be in the emotional state. It's a connection, boundary connection only for a matter state inside the body of the man, in connecting two different states of the intensity of the fields of a plasma. Then you come to the point to understand that there is a room for a magnesium, because in your brain the connection between the muscle tissue and the physicality of the man is controlled by magnesium. Then you come to understand further, a cartilage is a combination of more or less emotional interaction with a physical dimension. So you need the CO2, but you don't need the copper. You need, in so many ways, no calcium in it too, because magnesium in its position and interaction creates a condition for application and use of what it needs, depending on the conversion of the system itself.